Here we go. Another season has come upon us. Madden 2023. Here we go. We are the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully we can make them remember. And fantasy draft as always. So let's see what we have for this season. Hopefully it's going to be a good season. I don't know. Draft pick was pretty rough this season.
Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads are going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they can earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
All right, every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Buying time to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of down.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here are the Titans now for their 1st drive. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Even in a down year statistically, Juice Landry still produced over 50 catches to lead Cleveland in his final season there. A milestone awaits Landry, though, this season. He's almost a lock to jump into the top 50 all-time for receptions. One of those goes for a 1st down this time.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the short field here. they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in. Off the tip there, really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Now Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's got a man wide open, it's Landry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on second and 10. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He completes it to Julio Jones. And the ball is knocked out. And some room to work. He's got the first down and more. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. 4 yards remain for second down. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They run behind center with Connor. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Caught on a slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now we give to the big fullback use check. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 3 yards out. And the Titans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Tua's throw. As he's able to find Goddard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we slide over to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Carson Wentz with a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Daniel Jones, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? But meanwhile, for the Titans, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Lewis, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Akeem Hicks, he would not be denied there. He sticks him for the loss.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
11, 11, 11, 11.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Garoppolo. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Garoppolo. And he'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run with a fullback give the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Personal foul.
Let's check in with the referee.
Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Titans are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Patterson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Ready.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. The bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. First and 10 is Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Check pink.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest.
Opposite. Green. Check white. Smith red.
3rd down, here's Patterson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of him.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Garoppolo. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 5 yards remain on second down.
11.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, touchdown! Dalton Schultz, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Giants have it, it's picked up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. This is taken just shy of the 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Switch, yellow, check pink, opposite, green.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to